Hello everyone, I greet in the name of God Almighty. My name is Apostle Nathan Silas, and today we have a very interesting video to react to. And this one says that Saudi Arabia teaching Hinduism. Why is that? And this was done by Dr. Zakir Naik. I believe that we are going to learn from the video probably the reasons in which Hinduism is being taught in Saudi Arabia. So if today happens to be the first time of you checking out my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Facebook and Instagram. And if you have any video you want me to react to, don't forget to drop it at the comment section and I'm going to check it out. So guys, before we get on to the video, I'm a theologian and I make this video not to discredit anyone's religion. This is basically for educational purposes, and I believe that at the end of this video we all are going to learn from this. So let's get on to this video and check out the reasons why Hinduism is being taught in Saudi Arabia.
Please share your views on the new curriculum of Saudi Arabia.
All right.
As per the new curriculum, Ramayana and Mahabharata is added to the syllabus. What is the purpose of Saudi Arabia behind this? A similar question is asked by Zakir Ahmed, a businessman from Mumbai, India. I heard in the news that Saudi Arabia will teach Hinduism as well as Ramayana and Mahabharata in the educational system. Is it not haram for a Muslim country or organization to teach Hinduism to Muslim students or anyone else?
Interesting question.
Regarding the question that is it permissible for a Muslim country or a Muslim organization to teach Hinduism or Ramayana or Mahabharata to Muslim students or anyone else, and what is the purpose of Saudi Arabia to introduce Hinduism, Ramayana and Mahabharata into the syllabus? The reply to this question is based on the first hadith of Sahih Bukhari, volume 1, hadith 1, which says, Innamal amala bin niyyah. That the Prophet said, your actions are judged by the intention. As far as a Muslim organization or institute teaching Ramayana or Mahabharata to the Muslim student, it depends upon the intention. Many may not be aware, but I'll tell you that in my school in Bombay, Islamic International School, we used to teach Ramayana and Mahabharata. But what was the purpose? Our purpose was, our intention was to make the students dais so that they could convey the message of Islam to the non-Muslims. So we used to teach Bible, we used to teach Hinduism, we used to teach Christianity, we used to teach Ramayana, Mahabharata, Veda. But our purpose was based on the verse of the glorious Quran from Surah Al-Imran, chapter number 3, verse number 64. It says, Qul ya ahlal kitab, say, O people of the book, ta'alaw ila kalimatin sawa'im bainana wa bainakum. Come to common terms as between us and you. Which is the first term? Allah na'budu illallah. That we worship none but Allah. Wala nushrika bihi shay'an. That we associate no partner with him. Wala yattakhiza ba'duna ba'dan arbaban min dunillah. That we erect not among ourselves lords and patrons other than Allah. Fa'in tawallaw. If then they turn back. Faqul shahadu. Say ye bear witness. Bianna muslimun. That we are Muslims bowing our will to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us guidance in the Quran that when you are doing dawah to the non-Muslims, to the Ahl Kitab or to the other non-Muslims, the one of the best ways of doing dawah is ta'alaw ila kalimatin sawa'im bainana wa bainakum. Come to common terms as between us and you. Which is the first term? Allah na'budu illallah. That we worship none but Allah. So our purpose of teaching the non-Muslim scriptures to our students in Islamic International School was to equip them with the knowledge of the scriptures of the non-Muslims so that they could do dawah to them. Our main purpose was to get them closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number one is Tawheed. So when we taught them the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, the Vedas, we taught them that in the scriptures actually God is one. But we tell them that the major difference between a common Hindu and the common Muslim is the common Hindu believes that everything is God. The sun is God, the moon is God, the tree is God, the man is God. The snake is God. What we Muslims believe, a common Muslim believes that everything is God's. G-O-D with an apostrophe S. Everything belongs to God. The sun belongs to God, the moon belongs to God, the tree belongs to God, the human being belongs to God, the snake belongs to God. So the major difference between the Hindu, common Hindu, and the Muslim is the common Hindu believes everything is God. We Muslim believe that everything is God's. G-O-D with apostrophe S. If we can solve this difference of apostrophe S, the Hindus and the Muslim will be united. So our purpose was to point from the Hindu scriptures that actually the Hindu scriptures speak about Tawheed, but the Pandits and the common Hindus, they are taught about idol worship, they are taught about worshipping fake God. So we want to get them closer to Islam. So we teach them the quotation, we talk about Tawheed, we talk about similarities, the various different similarities that talk about the coming of the last and final messenger. Then we say that in the Hindu scriptures, it says that you should not have alcohol. Quran says that, the Hindu scripture says that Hindus should not have alcohol. The Hindu scripture says you should not gamble. The Quran says you should not gamble. And various similarities. And I've written a book on similarities between Islam and Hinduism. So if the purpose of the Muslim institution or the Muslim organization or the Muslim country is to see to it that you win over the Hindus and get them closer to Islam, or train the Muslims how to do dawah to the Hindus, then teaching these Hindu scriptures is mustahab. But if your intention is we want to be secular and we want to show to the world that okay, no problem whether you're a Hindu or a Muslim, and we want to teach the religion as though it is one of the valid religions in the world, then teaching Hinduism in that institution is haram. So it depends upon a niyyah. I don't know what is the niyyah of Saudi Arabia. I am not the spokesperson. But if the niyyah is to teach Mahabharata and Ramayana and the Hindu scriptures, to teach the Muslim students how to do dawah to the Hindus, it's good. And there are many Hindus in Saudi Arabia. There are about 10 million expatriates, out of which more than 4 million are Indians, out of which approximately 1.5 to 2 million may be Hindus. So if the intention is to see to it that when they teach this in the education system and get these people towards Tawheed, stop the idol worship, so they come and worship one Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then alhamdulillah, I'm for them. But if the intention is, okay, we want to show that we are becoming secular and we don't mind, you can follow any religion, it is going again the verse of the Quran of Surah Imran chapter 3 verse number 19, which says, Inna dina in the Allah Islam. The only religion acceptable in the sight of Allah is Islam. Allah clearly says in the Quran in Surah Imran chapter 3 verse number 185. Surah Imran chapter 3 verse number 85. That Allah will not accept any other religion except Islam. Anyone who follows any other religion besides Islam, it will never be accepted of him. And he will be amongst the losers. So basically it depends upon your intention. These are the two extreme things. One which want to make you a dai, and one which just wants to show that they are secular. So if you want to show you're secular and we believe that all religions are no problem, all religions are same, it is haram. There may be a position that someone wants to teach a religion and want to show the superiority of Islam, and they try the level best, even that becomes mustahab. Or if they try and they are not able to achieve it, also then it will be mubah. But to show that we are secular and we believe any religion can be followed and there is no problem, we don't mind any human being following any religion, then teaching such a religion in your country or in your school or in your institution according to the glorious Quran, Surah Imran chapter 3 verse number 19 and Surah Imran chapter 3 verse 85, it is haram. You are asking me what is the purpose of Saudi Arabia. I said, I don't know. If they appoint teachers to teach Hinduism who are qualified Muslim teachers in comparative religion, then you know that the purpose is to convey the message of Islam. But if they appoint Hindu teachers who are practicing Hindus and teaching these religion, then surely that purpose will not be amongst the good, it will be amongst showing secularism. So depending who the teacher is, how they teach, which books do they follow. If they keep my book, for example, similarities between Islam and Hinduism, no problem. You will very well come to know what is the intention. But if they keep only teach you Ramayana and Mahabharata and get a teacher to tell you the story as though it's accepted, somewhat similar to the Quran, Nauz Billah, then it is haram. So it depends upon who are the teachers, what are they teaching. We give to our students Bhagavad Gita, we give to our students Ramayana, but we give to them verses. We tell them there is no need of memorizing the full Mahabharata or the full Ramayana, because in Hinduism, amongst the religions, the major world religions, the maximum voluminous scriptures that are there, it's in Hinduism. Umpteen number. There's Vedas, then there are Upanishads, then there are Manusmritis, many. So and we give Dawah training programs to our students in Islamic International School. And inshallah, very shortly, maybe in the next few months, by the end of this year, there is a course that will come on the Al-Hidayah platform, similarities between Islam and Hinduism. And first time when I gave this lecture, people thought, oh, what is this? How can there be similarities? And many Muslims were against me. And I wouldn't blame them, because they may not be aware. But when they heard my lectures, mashallah, I mean, after that, no one said that this lecture is wrong. This course, inshallah, would be coming on the Al-Hidayah platform very soon, maybe after 3-4 months. And in the Dawah training program, it will be more in detail. But the Dawah training program, as I told earlier, it's 300 hours. It will take about 4 years for the full course to be released on the Al-Hidayah platform. And Hinduism will come in the second half of the course. So it will take more than 2 years, I think. But the course, a short course, similarities on Hinduism and Islam, would be available on the platform very soon, inshallah, in the next few months. So regarding Saudi Arabia, we will come to know when the syllabus out, what books have they kept for the students. If they keep books of those dais which are well versed in conveying the message to Hindus, and if they want any of my help, I'm always available. I'm available. Wow. I can surely chart to them a syllabus, what they can teach in their schools, if they want to be on the category of the Mustab category of teaching these Hindu scriptures or the Bible. I'll be more than happy to help them. So regarding the intention, I don't know, but I've given you the ruling that whether it's permissible or not. Hope that answers the question.
Wow. That's a very interesting video by Dr. Zakir Naik. All he's trying to say is it depends with the intention of the authorities on why they decide to put that Hinduism, you understand, in their school curriculum, and not necessarily, you understand, about them just maybe teaching it, maybe probably because they want to turn the states to maybe probably a social state and all those things. So the tenets is all about what? The intention, because sometimes they need to understand what that Hinduism is all about, so that people can kind of make a little bit decision, right? But if you don't know what it is all about, then therefore you can be able to have this kind of wrong perception about that very religion. And that's why we are learning about, in this video, Dr. Zakir Naik makes us to understand that in Hindu they believe that everything is a god. The sun is a god, moon is a god, snake is a god, and all those things. But then in Islam, they are actually what? Made by God. So if you look at it, the Muslim and then the Christians kind of go the same direction in this aspect, which means that all those things are not God. They are just God creation. God created all those things just like how God created humans, right? Yeah, and not necessarily because of what they are God, but then to them, in the Hindu, they see them, as God, which, is not right like that. But then it will be a good thing as you teach them, all those things, so that they can be able to be aware. And this is the reason why the angle me too I'm also coming in. I always says that it will be a good thing as a Christian for you to learn about Islam, know what Islam is all about. If you have opportunity of learning Hindu, learn Hindu, know what Hindu is all about, so that when you are talking to someone who is a Hindu, you can be able to explain to them, you understand, about your religion, and then talk about some of the misconceptions, you understand, in their scriptures. Then from there the person can be able to like understand you. But if you have no idea about their religion, you only speak about your own religion, so how do you think the person is going to give you an audience or try to listen to you? You see, those things are always what impossible. So what that is there is that understand their religion, understand their belief system, and how, you understand, they'll go about it. From there you can be able to like engage them in conversation and then talk to them, you understand, about God. But if it's not like that, how can you also, you understand, know about, you understand, their religion? And that's one thing I always say to my Christian brothers, and then also applicable to the Muslim. You have to understand what Christianity is all about, understand what they worship, so that you can be able to like engage them. Same thing is applicable to the Christian. You have to understand what Islam is all about, and then before you can be able to engage them. But don't look at it in a sense from a distance and say, oh, Islamic is evil, just because you see some people doing one or two things that are not right. Islam is evil, or Christians are evil. You see the thing, or Hindu are evil. First, let's try to understand their religion. Let's try to understand why, you understand, they do what they do. At least it can be able to like give us an insight on how to be able to tackle such a people, or can be able to like what to engage such a people. If you know, so it's going to help you. But if you don't do that, then it's going to bring this kind of conflict of interest, you understand. When you're trying to have a conversation, you could end up, you understand, saying some certain things that you are not supposed to be saying. Just like the way before, I don't used to know that Jesus Christ is actually in the Quran, but then I got to realize that, wow, there's even a particular book that is even talking about, you understand, Surah Miriam is talking about the birth of Jesus Christ and everything that has to do with Jesus Christ, his ministry and everything. But before, I did not know. Just that the only difference is that they only see him as a prophet. So that's why there's a need for you to understand other people's religion before you can be able to like say something else. Otherwise, you'll just be ignorantly saying some certain things. And that's why I was even very surprised to see that a lot of Muslims really understand the Bible very well. Like how I've been listening to some people talking at the comment section and all that. I'm like, wow, these people, they really understand what they are saying. Just that they need to, you know, understand some few things. But then a very interesting video. I hope that some of us have actually learned from this video as a Christians, as a Muslim, as a Hindu, and all that. And God is going to bless you. And then any contribution you have, I want you to drop it at the comment section, and God is going to bless you as you do so. So this is the end of my video. If you like my reaction, you should like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any video you want me to react to, don't forget to drop it at the comment section, and I'm going to check it out. So you remain blessed, and I see you in my next video. Bye bye.